Alright, we're back to recording this. We decided to fill this in for the stream because I didn't want to actually do a mod of Minecraft or art. I'm energetic to only some degree. The caffeine's only now just kicking in, okay? As I was telling stream, we are going to attempt to try and, we're trying to get the rad suit necessities. Which I think I just need more mesh, if I remember correctly. And then we're trying to get the module for vehicles, and then hopefully make Seamoth. If we get Seamoth and everything, we'll start prepping for the Aurora stuff. We probably will not get it all, because you do need a lot of stuff to do it. So yeah, we need one more mesh and lead. Yeah, mesh and lead. I'm probably gonna swap out these flares because I don't use flares. I can't remember how we drop things. I could just use them. We could just light this place up for funsies. Let's do it. Don't play with it like it's someone's EpiPen. That's just a bad idea. Did I use both of them? I did. Cool. They went somewhere. Yes, I know. So yeah, we're gonna bring this with us. Yeah, I can leave one of the med packs in there. We're gonna bring this with us so that we know how much we need. We need one more piece of lead, and we need mesh.
Vital signs stabilizing.
What can I use mushrooms again to make? Can I make anything of a basic component with mushrooms? Or is it basically a battery? Yeah, okay. I have copper with me. Oh. You know, okay, yeah. I totally forgot about that. I could, because I have a lot of resources. I have a lot of battery, mushrooms, because I like to have a lot of them on me. I collect too many of them, that's a problem. But I just realized that we have these, and you can use dead batteries to craft these. So I'm pretty sure both batteries in my inventory are dead. Yes, perfect. Always use your dead batteries. Never use your good batteries. Unless you're rolling in resources. You have no reason to. And there we go. We'll do that. Okay. I might make 2 more batteries. This gives me a way to put that in there, so I can theoretically hold more stuff. Because I probably don't need all of those, all 3 of those, but they're such a pretty plant. I love them. I wish you could put outside potted plants. The last time I remember, you couldn't do that. Okay, cool. So I might have enough for 2 meshes. So let's go get a mesh. Let's go get some. Okay, it's so dark. Oh look, they got thrown outside the pod. See, this is more terrifying than just having a flashlight source. It's more. I'd rather just not see the monsters. You know, if I'm gonna be swimming around the dark, let me just be blinded to it. Let me just be walking into the mouth of the enemy without me knowing. Because if I have to see it, I will scream. At least. Maybe not in the fictional games as much as I would in real life. If I was in the ocean and I have a choice between having a flare and not having a flare and seeing a shark come at me and say there's no absolute way of escape. Say I can't escape, too deep down, not enough equipment, etc, etc. I don't want to see my demise. I don't want to know. I'd rather just be ignorant of the situation. Okay, you have a sickness, so I need to scan you. You're easier to scan than, like, the hostile something or others.
Integrating new PDA data.
Yeah. And I also got it, too. Now, I can't remember if this thing makes rubber or if I think this one makes mesh. I think it makes mesh, and then the other thing, the plant bulbs, makes fluids and rubber. I think that's what it is. I'm so rusty, I can't remember. I want to play Subnautica Sub-Zero too, but I haven't had the money to do it. Poor and all that. It is what it is. Sad days we live in. Could be worse. I have quite a lot in my library, so at least I'm content with that. Now we have the lead. Wait, what do I have? Oh, the mesh. Oh. Oh, did I guess I made too much. But you know what? We're gonna use the mesh. Wow, that's a really cheap thing. I did not realize mesh was that cheap. Or that it was cheap like that. That's kind of nice. I also like the fabricator. I didn't realize the med fabricator was a thing until like the last time I played this on stream. Because I've played this two other times before on stream several years ago. And obviously, as I said before, the recordings for those are lost because of space on the internet. But when they were up and everything, I totally didn't even realize that that's what those things were for. Those things last pretty long, I think. Maybe they were good for emergencies. I mean, I can always craft more. I don't really have time to have them in my space when I'm trying to do work with things. Sorry, I started mumbling. I don't have space to be toying with that. That's what I'm trying to get at. I just realized the game is still too quiet. This game gets quiet, but it also doesn't keep very loud. When things are loud, they're loud. When things are quiet, they're very quiet. It's very terrifying. I hate that thing just makes horrible, almost burping noises. It's so nasty.
30 seconds.
I'm trying to get oxygen right now, but this guy is polluting my space. It's polluting everything I'm smelling. Freaking rude. Wait, hold up. What is this? Ah! I found the bay! I found one. I need
30 seconds.
I need 3 more. That was hard to see. I wouldn't have noticed unless if my scanner hadn't beeped at me and said, "Hey,
See fluid intake.
I have fluid."
Vital signs stabilizing.
So maybe there's some more here. More boxes. Some more boxes. I think that's the one I just scanned. Yeah. I came here looking for just lead. Oh, it's a stalker tooth. Yeah, give me that. I like myself some glass. I probably shouldn't, but I like seeing out things. Another. Sorry, I meant to swim down more. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gotta be careful around here. There it is. One more. This is going smoother than I thought. I was having such a hard time last time because I couldn't remember where they were. I still haven't like looked. Oh, there's something in there. Yes. Yes. Woo!
New blueprint.
Yay! Oh, sorry, I was a little loud there. So a little loud, but very excited. Okay. You got hungry. I thought he was going for me, honestly. Why shimmied away a little bit. Oh my goodness. You guys fighting each other? I have to be careful because I forget that some of these areas are deep enough that those little mind controlling babies are here. What are they called? Mesmers? I think they're called mesmers. They're pretty, but they dangerous. Also, not something you want to fight with.
30 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna go in there, I think. I think we can get in there. I don't know how. Where are we even at? Pretty far out. I can't tell my lights are on. There's a module. I think I can repair the door. I think I can repair that door, but I can't remember if it's useful for anything. Yeah, more fragments. I think I've already got... I should just came here. There's 3 parts in here. I would have got it for free. It's okay.
30 seconds.
There we go. I think that door leads out to the bottom. The water's so choppy on the top, it kind of scares me a little bit. I'm going back down. Like, I'm always expecting something like to come over the horizon, like sharks or something, you know? So just to kind of cut through the water. Okay, maybe there is a room down there worth something. Okay. I only wondered because... do I have a different tool? Actually, I have batteries. What am I doing? Okay, I wanted to see if it was worth trying to free the door. I have to gracefully maneuver around this.
30 seconds.
Yes, I'm aware, I'm aware. Let me finish this. It's amazing how flexible and inflexible your character is. There we go. We'll make it to the surface. It ain't that low.
Oxygen.
I know. Scary. I could be worried. Like, I'm not too worried with this area, because this area's pretty low. Like, water-wise. Trying to get in here is the hard part. Oh, yeah. Okay, anything good in here? I think it's more module. What do they call them? More modules. Well, okay. At least I know for sure that no matter what happened this stream, I ended up getting it. Okay, so let's go back to looking for lead. Lead's in those special limestones.
30 seconds.
I also have the battery charger too. Let's look for a tall wall. These tall walls are really good for looking at them. I might go to the Grand Reef and see if I can find one. Tall walls are really nice for this. Like these walls. There's just small ones. That's a lot of... see, right there. Silver? Okay, not too bad. Not what I want. That's a big salt deposit. It's a nice wall to look at. Ooh, hey.
30 seconds.
Shh, 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 shh. 30 seconds later. No! There we go. Now we swim to surface. Goal is good. I don't really need the battery right now. There! Got some lead. Okay. I needed you out of there. Should I scan you? Kind of in a position that makes this easier. He's spinning! He's a ballerina of the highest order. Honestly, those things, the sharks, they look the goofiest. They're like the goofiest enemy in the game. I think it's how they move, but they look like giant bulldogs, but shark-based. You know? They look more bulldog than a bull shark does.
Oxygen.
Okay. I definitely pushed my luck with this one. Okay. Okay. There was one more I saw down here. So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm trying to avoid making a base in the shallows. Mostly to challenge myself a little bit, but also because it might be more fun to try and build bases. If I was going to build a base anywhere, it'd be fun to build them in different locations. But the only other location I can think of that we could build a location that's low enough is the mushroom biome. Which could work if I could find the right access point. Because we could always build a small base beside Degassi's old base. But that would make me really sad looking at their sad, disheveled base, knowing that it got wrecked. Like, it got absolutely massacred.
30 seconds.
Oh, look at that. Bone shark. Look, there's the little shit! It's the shit. There's so many bone sharks here. What region am I near? I'm near a region, but I can't remember which one it is. Let me see if I can scan that little bastard. I don't need two of you, I just need one of you.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to that
Nope.
beautiful bridge.
No.
30 seconds. Closer. Swim closer now. It looks so flimsy.
No, it doesn't.
Do not presume.
That was so much harder to do than normal.
Oxygen.
There we go. That was a horrible timing on that. I actually tried to start having to swim towards it just so I could get it to let me go.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to that beautiful bridge.
It worked for the most part. That's such a cool thing. I don't remember being that hard to like get away from it, but I also I think I encountered it more when I had better gear. So maybe I was faster and therefore pulling away from it wasn't as bad. Okay, this is 3. Well, we're gonna grab 3 stuff. If I haven't already. Okay, I have grabbed it. But this is near that bone territory, right? What's down here?
Oxygen.
I was trying to see if I could like peek in there a little bit and see which biome that leads into, or if it's just a cave system. There's only 2 areas that I know bone sharks are at, and they're not They're not good places to be in.
Seek fluid intake.
I think there's more than one place that they can be in, but it's definitely not a good place. Yeah, okay, so this is the mushroom area. The floating islands, there we go. Okay, the floating islands is not that bad. Floating islands, that's cool. Dangerous? Yes. But not bad. I was worried it was a different location. There is one that is closer to the vent. It's the bulb area. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like a area with lots of like bulbs and electrical stuff and lots of other electrical eels and stuff. It's right outside the mushroom area. Mushroom biome. Oh, I pushed the wrong number button. Ooh, we got the music picking up a little bit. See, this is the thing. The music picks up really good, and then suddenly it's just really quiet. Okay, so we've got... These things lasted forever. Jesus. Okay.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know.
Yeah.
We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, alright, but so are all the others.
Yeah. Poor guy. Alright, so we definitely need to get the sea moth going because they're gonna make us go to the island. Okay, let's grab some water and food. Yeah, we definitely need some food. Come here, we're kind of hungry. Oh, my inventory's full, okay. It does sadden me when I accidentally eat a bladderfish instead of drinking it. It has happened. I'm super worried it'll happen again.
Stabilizing.
Okay. Now what do I need for the suit? Oh, I need mesh, okay. So I did use my mesh. But that's okay. Because I need to go get... Actually, hold on. Let me use one of these. Just on full health. See, I need to go get fluids. I might have to take this and throw it out. Or take one and throw it out and just keep one. I might do that. It shouldn't be a big deal. It's not great, but I have it, so. But first, let's get some survival stuff. Let's get more water. Water! Don't run away. You cannot escape. I probably need... You picked up a rock? Okay, that's cool, but also why? I also think it's silly that it catches a rabbit when it doesn't actually, when you can't actually eat a rabbit. Like, it's not an actual thing you can eat, you know? That'll do. I'm mostly near the water. Food's kind of nice. So, we're gonna answer... all this water. Water is the one thing in this game that I end up having the most trouble with because it requires me to catch bladderfish half the time. And bladderfish, for whatever reason, do not spawn for me as much as I'd like to. They only spawn when I leave for hours upon hours upon hours. I can catch food up the wazoo, but I can't get fish. So the first thing I want to do when I get the sub and everything is put a tank in there. And I want to put a bladderfish tank and maybe even a food tank. I've never bothered putting 2 tanks in there, but it didn't occur to me, but I theoretically could. One for food, one for water. You know. My character's hungry. I probably shouldn't have eaten the other fish, but I want to. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is there anything else I can craft? I could do enamel glass. I might do some enamel glass. I like the enamel glass. It also gets rid of 2 resources for later. Because, let's be real, once I get the chance to start using things for like enamel glass for things, I'm going to do it. Oh, hello! How does it go? It goes good. We are doing Subnautica. We've got the module, so now we are going to go look. Sorry, I'm looking down there and peeping where I'm not supposed to go. Just occurred to me there's a bubble down here. There's a breathing area down here. Ooh. I'm getting too close to that location. You can't catch me! I'm too fast! Okay. Wow. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot that that's so close to like the radiated zone, so I was like, oh no! I'm in the midst of trying to make the radiate suit, but I have to go get lubrication and more of the grass for the suit, because I need mesh. For whatever reason, I used up my mesh thinking I had that I had enough sword, and I didn't. I was irresponsible with my mesh. It's okay. Okay. Oh, it's a bladderfish.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, no! I have lots of rubber. Okay, get lubrications. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna go make the lubrication first, make the vehicle module, and then the vehicle crafting machine, and then we'll come back out with the radiation suit. Just because it'll use a lot of resources out of my inventory, and then we could start looking for resources for sea moth. We're making pretty good progress, I think, for the most part. Ah! Oh, those seeds! I was like, what is these seeds? What are these things? I thought they were fish. I was about to get really concerned. Oh, it's this. Yes, we need to make lubrication. This is lubrication. So mesh needs 2 of the thing. Oh, okay. Seaweed's also one of those other things I always bring with me to the underground, or to my underground bases, because I actually farm it. It and like the blood kelp, because trying to get blood kelp the first time is really a pain. Oh. Okay, cool. Oh, I need water. I don't think it's enough to make space. Yeah, I need 6 spaces. Oh, we'll just drop this, I think. Can I put this in my hot bar? Oh wait, isn't there a way to drop it? I can't remember. I feel like this thing doesn't give you enough space. I might just eat this. Just because it's not fresh anymore. Okay, what do I need for my sea moth? Okay, I need titanium ingots, which I have 1, 2 glass, a lubricant, power cell. Yeah, I could have that in no time. So, let's go get more seaweed. To make the radiation suit, and then we don't have to worry about anything important for a little bit. Hey, don't you bite at me. Rude. And also after Subnautica, we'll do Guild Wars 1. Guild Wars 1 is getting an extra hour because I feel like it. Getting in the meat and juice of it, I think. Or at the very least, I'm getting to the point where I feel comfortable with it and it isn't as intimidating. Alright. I need 2 of these, right? Okay. We have to get some more. Do I have enough room for more? Yes, I do. I should have enough room even if it takes 6. It doesn't. I think it takes 4 blocks up. My other thing is this. I'm still trying to debate on where I want to put my first base. Right? Like I said, I want to put them in dangerous spots with good views because, you know, funsies. It's only fun if you're bold, right? And like, the shallows are good and easy and a nice fun place to be. And it's easy to get for like, solar power and stuff, but that's no fun. You know, like, you could do it, not a big deal. I'm not gonna check the radio until I've gotten everything to be able to make my journey over to, the island, because I don't know when that call is. And I am not man-swimming that way. I've done it before. I absolutely refuse to do it again. I have swum like that before. We're not making a mad swim for the shallows like that. This is just not happening. Okay, so now we need to make glass. We need lubrication. Let's make the lubrication first. Awesome. Because of the fact that we need to make that, and we need a beacon too. Actually, let me make a beacon. Because we're gonna need a beacon for the island when we finally go to it. I'm also probably gonna need a beacon for the mushroom biome as well, because we're gonna start bringing those with us. They start becoming a lifesaver real quick. Okay, first off, let's get the lubrication, so that we have all the fun stuff. Give me a second. Ah! Don't bite, please. I am armed. Okay, he's eating something else. As I pull out a laser repair tool. So powerfully armed. I can't remember. I think it's this stuff. That's the oil. Yeah, but we'll grab both. Rubber is gonna become important later too. If it is the wrong thing, I'm gonna eat the other stuff. But I'm pretty sure the rubber is the... I think the lubrication is the bulbs. Let's just see. Yeah, it's the bulbs. Okay. I'm gonna eat these. It gives you water. That's pretty cool. It doesn't give you much water, but it gives you something. Okay, so we get the lubrication. Now we need glass, and we need titanium. Let's get the titanium. Okay. Hold up. We're gonna switch videos out, I think, because it is time. So people watching on YouTube later, this is gonna be part 1 of a video, and then we'll have the other one in there, so don't worry about that. And stream, just hang in there for a second.